Hi, this is Dr. Janson. This is going to be an information-packed video, so please grab your pen and paper and let's get to work. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about intermittent fasting. Now, years ago, I used to tell patients that I really believed that they would benefit from fasting, but the patient would screech in horror, "Fasting? I can't go without eating." You know, and I'm working with patients for next year almost 40 years. And I think back to patients who would have really benefited from this, but they're gone and I miss them so much. So I really wanted to come up with an idea that could incorporate fasting into a patient's life, but be very feasible and easy to do. And then in the last few years, intermittent fasting has become very popular, and I would like to refer you to Janson, F-U-N-G, and Mark Hyman, and also even Dennis Pollock, who's talked about blood sugar, you know, regulating your blood sugar through fasting, especially Janson Fung. That's really, look into his videos. They're really great. So, but let's talk about my idea of intermittent fasting. And this was an easy way to do it that patients seem to accept it, and I'm having really good results with it. So I want to make this video to share with everybody so they can do it too. All right, so the idea of it is to get yourself a shake maker thing like this. And I want you to start with a protein shake for breakfast. That's going to come in at only 100 calories, so it's sort of under the radar. I know that people want to eat breakfast, not to eat, but just they don't want to go to work or go about their day feeling hungry. So the idea is not to feel hungry. Okay, so 100 calories is a very small amount of food. When you're fasting, your body will use body fat as energy, not your blood sugar. So you have two ways of getting energy. Either use blood sugar from food that you just ate, or, you know, like when you're sleeping, for example, you know, how is your blood sugar completely normal? It's because your body can use your body fat and turn it into sugar in your bloodstream. So you always have energy, you know, whether you're eating or not. Oh, and by the way, if you're a type 1 diabetic and you're taking insulin, you need to talk to your doctor about fasting before you do any program at all. Now, if you're the type 2 diabetic, you really need to get on the intermittent fasting bandwagon here. But again, talk to your doctor about it. The other thing about fasting is that in the beginning you can get cranky. Your body's not used to using body fat for that amount of time. So it takes a little bit, you know, maybe a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get used to it. So you might want to do it every other day, say, in the beginning. But do talk to your doctor, please, before you go changing your diet, because you may have, you know, it may interfere with medicines or whatever. So talk to your doctor. But anyway, so a protein shake for breakfast. Now, when you're fasting, we don't want your body to use muscles to get your blood sugar up. We want your body to use body fat. You know, get rid of body fat, increase muscle. What does that mean? That means you look sexy. You know, you have less fat on your body and you have a lot of muscle, so you look good. That's what we want. So that's why I like a protein shake for breakfast. So this is my favorite one. This is called Ancient Nutrition. And the reason why I like this one very much is because it has probiotics, which is healthy bacteria. It also has prebiotics, which is soluble fiber, like inulin, for example, soluble fiber. And it has many different forms of collagen protein in it. So this one is really good. This jar cost me about $30, but it makes about a month of breakfast. So a month of breakfast for only $30 isn't too bad. Now, when you open these up, you're going to see that the container, and I just opened it, I just bought it this morning. You can see that the container is like half empty. So, and 2 scoops of this is about 70 calories. So, but that's for about 8 to 12 ounces of water. But the shaker is 24 ounces of water. So you want to put 3 or 4 scoops into this shaker with water. So what I like to do is, I bought this little fiber, and I can add it to this. That way I'm getting something that's very low calorie. Now this is, I believe it's 30 calories for 2 scoops. Yeah, 30 calories. So that's very low. You see what I'm doing? I'm going to put I bought this Metamucil in the dollar store because it's really small. It's just easy because it just fits right in there. See that? It fits right in there. And then I'll close it up and I'll shake it. Now other things that you can add, now, like I'm saying, you want to add some fiber into your protein, because then you have like a big drink, and you're going to drink that down, you're not going to feel hungry. Now fiber also, start fiber slowly, because if you start eating a lot of fiber suddenly and your gut is not used to it, you can get sick. So in the beginning, start slowly. Like you might want to do intermittent fasting every other day instead of every day. But after a few weeks, you can do it every day. Here's another one of my really favorite fibers is benefiber. Now 1 scoop of this is only 10 calories. So, definitely this is another one to think about. Throw some benefiber into your protein powder. Okay, and you can also add maybe milled flaxseed, a little bit of this into your protein powder. This is also fiber. And here's another one that you can add. This is called Fruits and Greens, and the name of this brand is Self-Evolve. And this one is 15 calories for 1 scoop. So only 15 calories. So that's another way to bulk up your drink without adding a lot of calories. So the bulk makes you feel full, but there's no calories, hardly any calories, so your body will not produce insulin. And insulin is the hormone that makes you store body fat. Okay, so when you eat food, your body produces insulin, you store body fat, and the problem with body fat or adipose tissue is that it produces cytokines or products that are inflammatory. They cause pain. So you see why I secretly want you to do this. I have a secret agenda, is I really want you to get rid of pain, because that's what my business is. I'm in the job of getting rid of pain. So I want patients to have less body fat, then they're producing less inflammatory cytokines. Okay, so the idea is to burn off your body fat, don't store it, burn it. Okay, so the other idea about fiber is that as you add fiber to your breakfast drink, fiber will also lower your blood sugar, because fiber, your body can't digest fiber. So now your body can treat protein like sugar. In other words, you can produce some insulin in response to protein. So adding the fiber, the idea is that you're going to increase your blood sugar more slowly. So we're going to get in under the radar, not produce any insulin with this breakfast. You feel full, you don't feel hungry, you're happy. You had this giant shake, 24 ounces of breakfast, but very little calories, so you don't feel hungry. And then, now let's talk about lunch. So that's the breakfast. Now lunch, I want you to come in at about 200 calories for lunch. I know you're like in a panic. 200 calories, that's not much. Okay, so let's go into my kitchen now. I'm going to show you a couple of little lunches you can have. Okay, so one little lunch is a salad. So I put some greens in here. And I'm going to put some tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. I'm going to chop them up small so I feel like I'm eating a lot of food when I'm not. Now, if you are at work and you can't get a little salad, see if you have a 7-Eleven near you, because 7-Eleven has this little salad. It's about $4, and you can get 2 hard-boiled eggs with it. So you have one for today and one for tomorrow. And it comes with tomatoes, and I think it has cucumbers in it too. Now what I like to do is I like to chop up the egg and use the egg as the salad dressing. So I'm going to throw this in here too. And so the egg gives me some protein. And you can, if you want to, you can add maybe some seeds or nuts. This is pumpkin seeds, little pepita. That's my salad lunch, and that's about 200 calories, and it's got nuts or seeds in it, some eggs, so it's protein. I'm getting protein, and it's a pretty good amount of food to fill my stomach like that. And drink a big glass of water with this too, so that the you know, it becomes bulked. You want a lot of bulk in your stomach. And here's another lunch that you can have. This is a farmer's yogurt. So it's plain whole milk yogurt. And a cup of yogurt like this. Now this is Upstate Farm that makes this yogurt. But boy, this is great. You know, it's biodynamic and organic yogurt, which means it has, you know, healthy bacteria in it. So this is really good probiotics. A cup of this yogurt is 150 calories. So I'm going to put that in there. And then you can add, you know, again, add some seeds or nuts. Here's some almonds. I can add to my yogurt. You know, and remember, you want to, protein is great because when you're like coming in at these low calories, it's like fasting. This is pine nuts. So now nuts are very caloric, so you're just going to add just a little bit of nuts, just for the flavor. Just like a little, you know, nut cocktail here. And then I'm going to mix it all up. And this actually is a very delicious lunch. This is what I eat for lunch every day. When I'm at work, this is exactly what I eat for lunch every day. I really like it. It's kind of soupy. But that's coming in at about 200 calories. So there's two different kind of lunches that you can have. And drink a big glass of water with these lunches. Okay, and that's your small lunch. So it's about a 200 calorie lunch. So you're still coming in under the radar. So it's basically all that time is fasting, but you don't suffer, you don't feel hungry. You know, there's no reason to feel bad. You're going to feel good. And then around 4 o'clock, that's going to begin your real eating window. 4 o'clock to say 8 o'clock. You can have a salad at 4 o'clock or a little bowl of soup or something, and then have your dinner, you know, a big, good-sized dinner. And the dinner should be healthy food. You know, don't eat processed food like Janson says. He says, don't go eating, you know, a banana split for dinner. You know, eat your normal dinner, you know. 2 or 3 different kind of vegetables and maybe squash, something that's, you know, healthy and starchy that's not grains, zucchini, whatever. And then an hour later, say now it's like 7 or 8 o'clock, you can have a big plate of some healthy fruit, say apples, grapes, half a banana. Not too, banana's a little sweet, so half a banana. You know, and you can eat a little bit of nuts too. It depends on whether you're looking to be at weight management, you want to maintain your weight, or you need to lose weight. You know, don't go nuts on nuts because they're very high in calories. But if you stick to the meal plan that I told you, that's coming in at about 1,500 calories. And when I worked in the hospital, 1,500 calories was considered a weight loss goal, to come in at under 1,500 calories. But if you're not looking to lose weight, you just want to maintain your weight, then you can have more of a snack, you know, say like more nuts or whatever you want to add, maybe a little bit of cheese at night. And then go to bed by 9 or 10 o'clock. The best way to fast is to be completely unconscious. You're not suffering, you can't go get food, you're sleeping. So go to bed early, you know, don't go to bed any later than 10 o'clock. It's really important to get a good night's sleep. When you're sleeping, that's the best time to be fasting. You know, it's really, really healthy to get a good night's sleep. So, so that's basically my idea of intermittent fasting, to do it every day, and to eat in a way that doesn't make you in the morning produce any insulin so that your body can burn body fat. And then just very quickly, I just want to mention the benefits, you know, why you're doing this. And I'm reading this off of one of the intermittent fasting sites, and this was published in JAMA. So intermittent fasting improves your thinking and memory, especially your verbal memory, you know, your ability to come up with words. It improves your heart health by decreasing your blood pressure and decreasing your resting heart rate. It improves your physical performance because your body fat levels will go down while your muscle level will go up, so you become stronger. It helps very much with type 2 diabetes because it decreases obesity. It improves weight loss. It will improve your fasting glucose because when you don't produce insulin, the next day your fasting blood glucose levels will be lower. blah, blah, blah. There's so much here. It improves tissue health. If you're going to have surgery, really consider intermittent fasting, because intermittent fasting does very much decrease tissue damage. It helps with IBS. It improves your cholesterol numbers. It improves arthritis. It improves age-related neurodegenerative diseases, and it does decrease the risk of cancer. So that's what intermittent fasting can do for you. So I hope you learned something from this. I've been learning about this for the last few years, and I just can't learn enough. I keep learning new things about it. But please do look at the sites of the other guys. They have these really very professional, beautiful videos, and a lot of scientific information is provided by Janson and Mark Hyman is my other hero of controlling your blood sugar. So good luck with this, and see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.